Okay, Shaman. Nope. Shaman. Lies. Totem. These nuts. These nuts. Alright. I'm not going to go over the whole talent tree. I'm just going to highlight some of the things I picked. You start with Chain Heal, Lava Burst, you gotta take Astral Shift. Chain Lightning, I went straight down here. Casting Flame Shock reduces the mana cost of your next heal and increases effectiveness by 30%. We should try to be weaving those in. And I wanted to go down this way to get Gust of Wind. Pretty good ability. Wind Shear, the Earth Elemental. Might as well pick up Earth Shield. Come over here to get Capacitor Totem and the reduced cooldown for every enemy hit. Spirit Walker's Grace. Over here, reduce the cooldown of your totems by 4 seconds. Healing Stream Totem. If you notice, there's one here and there's one over here. If you take them both, it's supposed to give you 2 charges. On beta, that doesn't work. But I wanted to take this to get the, after I use Cloud Burst, increase the healing of your next 3 healing surges. Healing Waves, Riptides by 25%. That's the Conduit on Live. Come down here for Ancestral Guidance. Pop it, all your damage and healing is converted into more healing. So, see here. Nature Swiftness. 1 minute cooldown, your next nature spell is instant cast, cost no mana. Over here in the Resto tree, you gotta take Riptide, Healing Rain, Healing Stream Totem, Water Shield. If you kind of go straight down the middle, Flame Shock has the cast Lava Surge. Then you come here, Spirit Link Totem, Healing Tide, Resurgence, Mana Tide, and then get Echo of Elements. Over here is Undulation. Every 3rd cast of Healing Wave or Healing Surge heals for more. Pretty mandatory in dungeons. We only picked this up, increase Earth and Shield effect. Normally don't care about that, but I wanted to get Ascendance, so it's in the way. Ever Rising Tide, overcharge your mana for 8 seconds. To get more haste and healing. It's on a 30-second cooldown, but we lose mana. Coming down here, Tidal Wave, Flash Flood. Come over here to get Cloud Burst. Cloud Burst is nerfed from live by 20, from 30% to 20%. Riptide heals for more. Over here. We heal for more on our targets with Riptide. One thing I decided not to take was Acid Rain. Does do some damage, but I decided not to take it because, first off, no real damage meters to see how well it actually does. And Healing Rain is something you normally don't want to cast in dungeons. And so, we'll test it out later, but decided to skip it for now. Alright, so watch back us in a dungeon here. So, one thing I'm noticing about shamans on the Dragonflight Alpha is they definitely feel weaker than they do on live. Now on live, we have really high level gear for the expansion, so we can stack a lot of crit and a lot of versatility. We don't really have that here on Dragonflight Alpha, so they do feel kind of weak, especially in AoE situations. They're using Gust of Wind. Well, first off, was Cloud Burst being bugged? I only get one charge of it. Not having two hurts and Cloudburst itself is nerfed a little bit. So you really gotta rotate your cooldowns between pulls if they get tough. Um, Here I am a popping Ascendance. Um, so yeah, that's the first thing I found. That is the AOE healing is really lacking. On live, you just do a lot of healing surge spam to top everyone up, and then cloud burst, and feeding all that healing surge into cloud burst to then burst out a big AOE heal. And you can't really do that in the alpha right now. Cloud burst is nerfed. You only get one charge of it because of a bug. Um, so AOE healing is definitely a lot lower. It's the first thing I'm finding. Um, but other than that, the way you play is still kind of the same. Um, if you can fit it in, get some lava shocks out there. Um, Throw some meatballs when you get a proc. Throw some chain lightnings if there's 3 or more mobs. If you need to do healing surge, cloud burst. Single target healing is not bad. If it's all going into the tank, you can just pump healing surges into them. But like I said, here, big burst of AoE. I already have cloud burst down. I'm trying to heal everyone up. And look, cloud burst went off. It doesn't look like anyone's health moved up. Yeah, so that definitely feels bad right now. And another thing is, I played Resto Druid a lot in the Alpha 2. The Resto Druid seems like he can pump out heals easier and use less mana. See my mana there. I can't really tell, 70, 80%, but once you really got to do those AoE healing situations, your mana will fall. And it starts to feel bad. Yeah, like I said, they just feel kind of weak right now. I will say I am doing not a great job of cycling through my cooldowns. I am using the one new talent for 30 on a 30-second cooldown, gives you 10% healing and haste, but then you lose mana regeneration. I was trying to see if popping that more often can make up for how weak my heals feel, but I don't know. If you try to pump as many heals as you can into that window, you're not regenerating mana during it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm playing the spec wrong. It is the alpha. My keybinds are all messed up. I don't have my add-ons to cheat in the extra keybinds that I could on live, so my Riptide on live is usually on my left click. Can't do that on the alpha, so I had to make a whole new keybind for it, so it's on R now, which is totally not what I'm used to. And just missing that Vesper Totem. At the start of the pool, dropping the Vesper Totem, pumping out the heals. It can also help you pump out some heals when you need it to, and all those heals go into the Cloud Burst, and then the Cloud Burst goes a big heal. That is sorely missed. I actually have to use my healing buttons to heal. So, yeah, the missing Vesper Totem does feel bad. I will say, though, the inclusion of Gust of Wind is a nice little mobility. You have that. You have that just makes you feel a whole lot more mobile. I have to like train myself to remember I have this button now on my shaman, who's usually a very, other than Spirit Walker's Grace, they feel like you have to stand still like a statue to actually heal. And now I have a 20-second cooldown to jump around. Like I said, the AoE healing is not really there. Press some buttons, please. What kind of healing cooldown are you using? Probably should pop Ascendance. Something. Yeah, definitely don't have the. It's definitely something you really have to rely on is cycling your cooldowns. One bowl Ascendance, the next bowl Healing Tide. Well, after that, Ancestral Guidance. Is that what the new talent's called? To cycle through those to help you catch up on those AoE situations is almost mandatory, it feels like. I used Ascendance there to burst everyone up. I thought that was Cloudburst. I'm like, Cloudburst does not heal that much. Yeah, these guys, when they die, they literally cast a spell called Blaze of Glory, where they just literally throw out fire everywhere. That's going to be real fun on Mythic Plus. One nice thing about this dungeon, it is a very short dungeon. You have the line of trash boys you saw with the first boss, then you have to come up to this level. You just have to go around in this circle and clear all this trash. Then it's just the second and third boss, they're right in a row, and then you're done with the dungeon. It is a pretty quick dungeon. Yeah, I mean, I know I kind of sound like a broken record, but just my thoughts on Resto Shaman is they feel kind of weak, losing Vesper Totem and some other things. Um, they just feel weak, especially in AoE healing situations. Chain Heal still doesn't do enough. And Healing Surge and the Cloud Burst is just not quite there with the nerf to Cloud Burst. And obviously the bug with only having one charge of Cloud Burst instead of two. Gust of wind, try to gust the wind out of the circle and just kind of just stayed on the inside of it, smooth move. I mean, but other nice additions. What is it called? Is it God? I wish I could remember spells names. The 1 minute cooldown to make your next nature spell instant cast, great addition. Druid has it now. Well, Druid has it for certain spells, but Shaman's going to use it for either instant cast Chain Heal or an instant cast Chain Lightning. Stuck in my old ways there that I immediately Ghost Wolf, and I'm like, oh, Gust of Wind. That is the thing we have now. things are so short, we lusted on the first boss and don't have lust for the last boss. I forgot this guy puts he puts a magic on someone that makes you drop these, and he puts them on me, and I totally forgot that's what it did. I kind of gusted the wind into my friends. Don't do that. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of my first impression of shamans on the alpha right now. Going from live to this does feel like kind of a step down. They feel a lot weaker, while my druid, compared to a druid who feels about the same as live. So I thank everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.